there is this idea around the magical swing voter, this kind of unicorn that lives in Ohio that's voted red but waiting to vote blue. My question to you is this. What moderate voter is sitting in their kitchen in a swing state that voted for Donald Trump twice? Can this person really be swung?
Well, there are voters, and I, as somebody that focused on swing/independent district, and it's relevant to 2026 going in. You're going to recruit candidates in districts. My guess is any district that Donald Trump, and I don't have all the data, but I would say won by 56% or less, that's a district I'd make sure there's a Democrat with a surfboard on that fits the profile of that district. And there is a voter in those districts who did vote for Donald Trump, but
twice.
Could be once, could be twice.
Okay.
But they're a swing district. It's what's got the whole tax bill that while we're sitting here all in a twirl, that is unhappy with both an untethered Donald Trump and a compliant Congress and the economic conditions in which we're talking about the price of Greenland and not the price of groceries. And that voter, based on whether we have the right candidate, can have voted for Donald Trump once or twice and still vote for a Democrat for Congress, because what a lot of things have changed in their calculation.
Yeah.
And if that's not the case, then you're just going to accept a majority Republican Congress. I don't. There are those voters, and you have to do everything right. You have to set up the argument, recruit the right candidate, have the right resources from that donor class, and the capacity to compete for their heart, their mind. Now, a lot of us is around economics. I think there are two things I say. One is we've already talked about how the American dream is unaffordable and inaccessible.
Yes.
And the system is rigged against people having a shot at it.
Yeah.
We have to also acknowledge that in what I was called a bucket of cultural issues, the world is moving incredibly fast at an incredibly chaotic level, and people want order. Our party has been for too long, in my view, associated with a permissiveness when people feel the world around them, what their kids are experiencing, social media, etc., everything from social media to the homeless encampment, is in chaos. And there should be a voice because I'm going to break the news to you. I don't know if you know this, but people kind of like order over disorder. And they feel like the world around them, specifically driven by social media, but not alone, is out of control.
How do you have that represent order but not be fascism? Because as you were saying those sentences, I could start to see the military fatigues come on. You know what I mean? There's that feeling for
that's a lot of projection. Maybe you should see a therapist over that. Just because I said people like order, all of a sudden I got it. Fascism is that's a big swing.